Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw, live from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Day removed, 24 hours removed, really 48 hours as well from a two-day extravaganza Royal Rumble, in which saw this woman walk out alive in 3 stages of hell, albeit under controversial fashion, but also walk out last night with her finger pointed at the WrestleMania sign as the winner of your Royal Rumble. And she will main event WrestleMania against the champion of her choosing in the main event of the grandest stage of them all, the EST, Bianca Belair. My goodness. A woman she has a storied past with. Someone that she could very well face in the main event of WrestleMania. Between her and new WWE Champion Lyra Valkyria, you would have to imagine that Bianca Belair wants to settle unfinished business with Sophia Everett and take away that Women's World Championship. These two, since Bianca has returned, has only clashed one time, and it really wasn't a fatal four-way match. But now, Bianca being the winner of the Royal Rumble, she gets to realize her goal since returning at King and Queen of the Ring earlier this year, and finally get her hands on Sophia Everett. That is, if she chooses Sophia as her opponent at WrestleMania. Message sent loud and clear to the Women's World Champion. Lash legend Jakara Jackson shadowing the EST And if Bianca picks Sophia Everett, it will be even playing fields at WrestleMania. Gigi Dolin attacking the Women's World Champion. Gigi Driver to Sophia Everett. What is the reason for Gigi's attack here tonight? What in the world? Sophia did attack Gigi a couple of weeks ago. This is fair. Shotzi throwing in a steel chair. Referee Daphne LaShawn coming out here trying to bring some order. And Gigi, Blair Davenport, who made her return last night at the Royal Rumble, coming to the aid of her friend, her leader, Sophia Everett, to stop the vicious assault from Shotzi and Gigi. Thank God for Blair coming to the aid of the champion, even in the odds. Shotzi and Gigi had bad intentions in mind, and I'm sure Sophia Everett will want some comeuppance. Looks as if we have a main event scheduled tonight. Shotzi, Gigi, Blair, Sophia, tag team action in our main event here in Atlantic City.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Fontana, California, Michin!
But now we have one-on-one action. Michin taking on the former Intercontinental Champion Selina Drake, who lost her championship Saturday night in triple threat action in which she wasn't even pinned. She wasn't even the final decision. Cora Jade pinning Chelsea Green to win the Women's Intercontinental Championship. We'll hear from Cora Jade later tonight. But Selina Drake looking to get back in the win column. Maybe looking to get back to her Intercontinental Championship, in which she was never pinned to lose it. And I mean, you have to imagine Selina Drake is fuming. Just indignant over the loss of her championship Saturday night. Is looking to take out some anger and frustration here on Mia Yim. Very odd to see Selina with no championship. I mean, since she's been here on Monday Night Raw, she has had gold. Well, that's not true. But, I mean, since SummerSlam, she's had gold. She's had gold for a good amount of time, and now she finds herself a little lighter. 10 pounds lighter. No Intercontinental Championship around her waist. You can see the look on her face. She's pissed. The main event, the final detail. Selina Drake in action next against Michin. Mia Yim. Selina Drake has to find a way in her mind to get back to the Intercontinental Championship as we open it up. And Selina firing off! Immediately taking out her frustrations on Michin as soon as the bell rings all over Mia Yim. Like white on rice, Bubba. Getting after it, getting straight to the chicken. Mia Yim laid out in the corner, seated position. Alley-oop! And down goes Mia Yim. Selina Drake hot out the gates here in this matchup. Taking out her frustration, her anger over losing her championship Saturday night. As she goes for the cover here. Foot on the ropes. Referee definitely showing, not seeing it, but Mia Yim able to kick out at a count of 1 anyway. And Selina not allowing Michin to breathe here as she hits a nice little backbreaker there on Mia Yim, who is dead center in the middle of the ring, in position for Selina to do something dangerous here. Calling for her opponent to get up, maybe looking for a brain chop. Yes! Got all of it! Laying out Mia Yim. I was going to say the challenger, but she's no longer the champion, so unfortunate. She hits, Selina hits Mia Yim with a seated drop kick very ferociously. Big elbow to the back, not allowing Mia Yim to get into this matchup. I don't think Mia Yim has gotten any offense in here as she gets hit with a low drop kick to the back. Selina calling for Michin to get up to her feet. Maybe looking for the end here. Maybe the whirlwind kiss is coming. Nope. Kick to the gut and looking for a, I forgot what they call that move, coconut crash or something like that. Whatever it was effective, driving her head into the knee. As Mia Yim going to the apron, but not safe out there as Selina hits a DDT, dropping Michin all the way to the floor. And Selina wasting no time, right back on the attack. Ground and pound all over Michin. Michin is getting her ass beat, just to put it plainly. It's stiff. Good Lord. Big forearm shot. Can't get a good camera angle here. Unfortunately, the camera crew not on their job, but I assume that Selina just dropped an elbow to the arm of Michin as Michin finally gets in some offense here and drives off Selina with some with her feet, with her feetsies. Now driving her into the that'll turn the tides in the matchup, throwing Selina into the electric turnbuckle or electric post of the turnbuckle in that corner. Both women getting into the ring, beating the count. Referee at a count of 7, almost ending the match there. 3 counts away from a count-out victory or count-out draw. As Selina grabs a handful of Michin's hair and drives her head right off the top turnbuckle. Maybe looking for a Stratisfaction. Shout out Trish Stratus. Number 2 entrant in the Royal Rumble. Didn't really come close to winning, but always good to see Trish in the WWE ring. Michin, kick in the shin. Rose plant. That's not her finish, brother. Hey, get your own finish, brother. It's fine. Michin calling for Selina Drake to get up, maybe looking for defeat. Got all of it. This could be the end. Michin fighting back into this matchup. Referee definitely showing in position for the count. 1, 2. Selina able to kick out at a count of 2 there. That was nearly close there for a woman who hasn't really gotten in much offense in this match, but just hit one big shot. And we're almost finished. It goes to the top. Diving senton from the top. Going for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, count of 2. Sweet there for Michin. Mia Yim almost getting a victory there. Ducking a right hand. Selina Drake looking for the big forearm. She usually follows it up with whirlwind kiss, but it countered into a dragon suplex. Right on the back of the neck of Selina. And now a German able to counter the German dragon suplex into a German is kind of crazy. Big chop there into a forearm smash. Whirlwind kiss, got it on the break of the nose. 1, 2. Selina Drake is back in the win column here tonight. Big win there for Selina after losing her championship Saturday night. Looking to get back in title contention. One step at a time, and that'll do it. A victory over Mia Yim. A deciding victory, mind you. Mia Yim only got a little bit of offense in there. Selina proving why she stood at the top of that division for quite some time, and now looking to make the climb right back up it. Has her eyes set on Cora Jade as Selina Drake not finished, taking out even more frustration. Daphne LaShawn trying to create separation. She finally does. Selina Drake obviously very pissed off. Always good to see Thea Hale back on Monday Night Raw, and she's very motivated in her return here. Remember, she still has the Money in the Bank contract in her possession, and she has her sights set on the Women's World Champion. But now we have Cora Jade, the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, winning in her hometown of Chicago, Illinois, Saturday night, when she pinned her own Dominion stablemate, Chelsea Green, to gain the victory and win her first ever major championship here in the WWE. And I must say, that Intercontinental Championship, if I do say so myself, looks pretty damn good on the Sorceress of Sin. And in just a few moments, we will hear from the new champion. And I guess her victory lap after a big victory Saturday night at the Royal Rumble. It's the era of Jade, and we're all just living in it, ladies and gentlemen. Cora Jade, the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, putting everyone on notice that she will not let this championship leave her cold, dead hands. Congratulations to the new champion, Cora Jade. And it looks as if Roxanne Perez is nowhere near finished with Naomi. But now we have tag team main event action. Shotzi, Gigi against Sophia and Blair Davenport.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, the team of Gigi, Dolin, and Shotzi.
These two women weren't on the same page, but now after, I guess Sophia Everett costing Gigi her spot at winning the Rumble, she was not cleared to compete at the Royal Rumble thanks to the attack of Sophia Everett a couple of weeks ago. Well, last week, technically, after Gigi qualified beating Ivy Nile. And Sophia, seeing red on a rampage, wanted Mercedes Moné, wanted her hands on Mercedes, attacking Gigi and Ivy, and Gigi suffered a minor injury in which she was not cleared to compete for the Rumble. So tonight, wanting to get even on the opportunity, and I guess that brought Shotzi and Gigi together finally after some time. And now they find themselves in the main event. Talk about seizing a moment. But maybe they seized the moment at the wrong time, because, ladies and gentlemen, the band is back together. The original two, Sophia and Blair, the Dominion.
And their opponents, and Sophia Everett.
What started nearly a year ago, well, not even nearly a year ago, about a little over a year ago, in which saw saw Blair Davenport and Sophia Everett team up and form what inevitably became the faction, the Dominion. Now back tonight after Blair Davenport made a return Sunday night, and they find themselves back on the same page yet again here tonight in Atlantic City. What a tag team this once was. What a duo this once was that saw them bring in championships, the Women's Intercontinental Championship, the Women's World Championship. Saw them bring championships to the faction. I mean, Blair Davenport never lost her Women's World Champ, or her Intercontinental Championship. And now under the possession of Cora Jade, who knows how Blair will feel about it. She kind of alluded to it earlier in the night with Chelsea Green, as we see these two in tandem already working together. Double foot stomp to the back and a sliding knee strike there from Sophia Everett as Blair goes into the counter, or cover. One. Only a one count there for Blair. These two already back working in tandem, working as one, working as a machine. The top guy, Jean, back, hits a Northern Light suplex on Shotzi. I mean, obviously, Blair Davenport being back, we know her goals, we know her aspirations. She wants the win. She wanted her Intercontinental Championship back. We can only assume that. But with, like I said, with Cora being champion, it's kind of murky waters. But we know that Blair would want her hands on Bianca Belair. But Sophia Everett does not want Blair or Bianca touched. Does not want any hands put on Bianca Belair. Because Sophia and Bianca, it's personal. Granted, Blair was involved in not the spotlight incident necessarily, but it was Naomi and Bianca against Blair and Sophia at the time, so she is involved. And with Bianca taking out Blair Davenport, I mean, you would have to imagine that Blair would want to get her hands on Bianca. A little bit of comeuppance. I mean, Cora Jade got her comeuppance. Why isn't Blair Davenport allowed to get hers? As Sophia Everett drives Shotzi into the corner, looking for that step-up knee clothesline combination with Shotzi. Ever the student of the game, scouting ahead and gaining the advantage here in the matchup, tagging out to Gigi, Dolin, former Women's World Champion, former WWE Champion. Very prestigious superstar as Blair Davenport hits a big super kick, catching Gigi on the brink of the chin, and now some curb stomps to the back of Gigi Dolin. Shotzi, a former Intercontinental Champion in her own right. This ring, I mean, this ring has talent, ladies and gentlemen. This ring is filled with talent. as Gigi is getting the brunt of the offense here from Blair and Sophia. She's able to fight out of a back suplex, maybe a backdrop driver, and getting control of the matchup yet again, swinging it into the favor of her and Shotzi as she gets Blair up into seated position and hits a sliding neck breaker, or I don't know, seated neck breaker. That was kind of sick. Out in between a neck breaker and a blockbuster, but it was effective, ladies and gentlemen. She grabs a hold of Blair's arm and now just driving her boot, scraping her boot across the face of Blair Davenport. Now some ground and pound as Gigi and Shotzi are in full control of this matchup here. Blair crawling away, trying to catch her breath. This is her first match since returning. There's a difference between being in shape and in ring shape, and Blair Davenport has to get back in ring shape, or in ring shape. And Gigi Dolin taking advantage of the time off that Blair Davenport has had to suffer through. But Blair Davenport looking comfortable now, getting back into this matchup as Gigi's crawling away. And Blair Davenport double foot stomp to the back. Good God, going back up to the high rent district. Maybe looking to follow it up with another double foot stomp, this time to the abdomen. Going for the cover, but Shotzi's is right there to break it up. That could have been the end. That was a devastating combination there from Davenport. Double foot stomp to the back, double foot stomp to the abdomen. Absolutely killing Gigi Dolin. And following it up with a DDT and a double axe handle to the ground. Getting Gigi up to her feet, Irish whip into that corner. Maybe looking for something. But Gigi able to fight out of a big high knee to the midsection, driving her back into that corner, now tagging out to Shotzi Blackheart, who is fresh. As Gigi suffered a lot of offense there from Blair. But now Shotzi back in the ring and has Blair in a vulnerable position, driving her off of that into that turnbuckle, and a German on the back of the neck. Good God, now crawling, looking for the tag. But Shotzi with a big kick to the midsection, stopping Blair right in her tracks. And now, good Lord! I forgot what Penta calls that, but that move is crazy. Snapping the arm back. The arm is not supposed to bend that way. Blair Davenport in a bad way. Scoop and a slam there for Shotzi on Blair. On the top, Gigi, the ballsy badass. Up to the top, and Sophia stopping her in her tracks, driving her, whatever Shotzi had in mind. Sophia stopped it and basking in the glory of the situation. Shotzi back up to her feet very quickly. Big kick to the leg. No. Maybe that was the opening. Maybe this opening that Sophia created was the opening that Blair Davenport needed to fight back in this matchup. Big clothesline there. Blair Davenport grabbing a hold of Shotzi. Looking to turn the tides of this matchup. Vicious, rapid curb stops to the back of Shotzi. And scraping the dirt off her. You're not worth the dirt on my boot. Shotzi in the corner. Blair, big shining wizard in the corner. Maybe just a step-up kick. Shotzi in the drop zone. This is what happened to Gigi Dolin. Double foot stomp to the back. Following it up. Going up to the top. Looking for it again. She says Shotzi is dead and buried. Double foot stomp yet again. She hit Gigi with this combination. And Gigi knows how it felt to be on the other side of that as she gets up and breaks up the pin. Kamagoye! But Sophia Everett knocking out Gigi. But going for the crossbody, it was missed, and Shotzi able to kick out. Kamagoye. What a knee strike there from Blair Davenport. That was almost the end of the matchup for Chemical X. As Shotzi Irish whips Blair Davenport into the corner. Scoop and a slam on Blair. Up to the high rent district. Maybe looking for, I thought she was looking for that diving senton, but not the way. Calling for Blair to get up, looking for maybe a Molly go around, but Blair catching her and hitting her with a big power bomb. And now tagging out to Sophia Everett, who's feeding off of the energy of this Atlantic City crowd. Calling for Shotzi to get up. Hits a spear. Counter. Shotzi was playing possum on the champion. Shotzi and Sophia have their history. They know each other very well. And Shotzi throwing her into the corner and tagging in Gigi. Big succession of strikes there from the two. And a double suplex on the champion. Thought the tides of this matchup were going to turn, but no. Shotzi and Gigi had other things in mind and looking for some Kawada kicks and driving her head straight into the mat. Looking for the end here, getting the cover. One. Kick out at a count of one there for the champion, and frustration set in for Gigi. Feels like that should have been it there, but it was not. You got to do a lot more to put away the champion, who has held the championship now for, what, 435 consecutive days or something like that. As she hits a big clothesline there, springboard moonsault. Drop the knees down. Backflip back into it, add an insult to injury, rolling senton. Maybe look at that combination. We know she follows that rolling senton up with an elbow drop, and maybe so did Gigi, and just hits her with a vicious big boot. My goodness. Sophia finding out whatever Gigi had in mind. There were some elbows to the midsection. Big roundhouse kick, big forearm, another super kick. Looking for an open palm slap. Counter there from Gigi. Clothesline, roll through. Sophia counters, gets her up. Maybe looking for a GTS. No, permafrost driver. What a sequence. 1, 2, this could be it. Oh, kick out there from Gigi Dolin. The resiliency, the fight, the spirit there from Gigi. Irish whip into the corner. Sophia Everett looking to tag into Blair, but Gigi Dolin, big back elbow, fighting out of it. Oh, I thought that was a Gigi driver, brother, but no, it was a head scissors takedown. Yeah. Gigi Dolin fighting back into this matchup. Irish whip, counter, into the corner. Big pump kick. Good God, I thought she was going to go for the high knee clothesline. Gigi Dolin into position. Oh, I think Sophia Everett took so much time getting up to the top turnbuckle. But no, double axe handle to the back of a freshly tagged in Shotzi. And now tagging in Blair. Creating an opening to tag in Blair. Blair getting Shotzi up to her feet. Throwing Shotzi into the corner. Tagging in Sophia. Getting her up. We've seen this before. I don't know what it's called, but it's effective. Knee into a flapjack. It was sick. It was sick. Whatever. Oh, Gigi Dolin. That was nearly the end there. But Gigi Dolin able to break up the pin, and Sophia Everett knocking Gigi off of the apron, feeding off of the energy of this crowd. This match really picking up. Big forearm smash there, driving Shotzi out of the ring. This is where Sophia's at her best, flying around. Indeed it is. Atlantic City, letting the ladies know how they feel. As Blair throwing Shotzi into the ring. Sophia Everett, suicide dive on Gigi Dolin. This match, Sophia Everett flying around, rolled through, drop kick, got all of it. Up to the tip, B, top, calling for the elbow. That's a lot of distance, brother. Elbow, barely got all of Shotzi, barely. I don't think she got all of it, but wasn't enough. 2. Oh, kick out there. Not getting enough of the elbow. And that is exactly why Shotzi kicked out there. Tilt-a-whirl DDT! Shotzi planting Sophia down flat on her head. Kick out there. Nearly a victory for Shotzi Blackheart over the champion. What a big win this would be. Pinning the champion. You would have to think you'd get in world championship contention with a victory over the women's world champion. Up to the top. You're looking for the diving senton. Missed. Following up with a clothesline. Missed. German. Sophia feeding to the crowd, but Shotzi. Too much feeding to the crowd there. Shotzi was able to make a tag. Big roundhouse there from Roxanne. From Gigi Dolin. Countered into a senton. I don't know why I said Roxanne, but running senton, got all of it for Gigi. Looking for the pin there. 1, 2. Oh, kick out for the champion. This matchup has really ramped up the energy, the pace. These 4 women showing why they have won as many championships as they have in this company. Pump kick in the corner, returning it. Gigi is on Sophia, calling for it. Maybe looking for the G driver. But no, Sophia, drop kick to the leg as Gigi had a hand of the arm. Super kick, straight, jacket, German, stacked her, pin, Shotzi, breaks it up. Blair Davenport hopping off of the apron. Going right after Shotzi, getting her as Sophia drives Gigi's head right into that turnbuckle, scoop and a slam as Gigi and Blair battling, or Shotzi and Blair battling, and elbow drop on Gigi. Dolin, Sophia Everett, suicide dive to Shotzi. Back in the ring, calling for her to get up. What? Tatum Paxley's team. What the hell is Tatum Paxley? Where is Tatum Paxley? Wait. She's in the ring. Sophia Everett, turn around. Sophia. It's Tatum Paxley. Got her up. What the hell? Tatum Paxley might have just cost Sophia Everett and Blair Davenport the match. 1, 2, Gigi Dolin has pinned the Women's World Champion.
Here are your winners, the team of Gigi Dolin and Shotzi.
Thanks to Tatum Paxley hitting the Psycho Trap, allowing Gigi to gain the victory. What a win for this new crew.